Everyone wishes to live their best life. We experiment with various ways to achieve that, whether it is through study, competing, finding a partner, working hard, or admiring someone who inspires you. It is the quality of our inner being that does it all, or grapples with fulfilling life's calling. For the past 20 years, the Brahma Kumaris in Washington, D.C. has been a space for any and everyone to enter into and experience one's soul calling. From 1997, the center opened in an old rickety house on Georgia Avenue in Silver Spring, Maryland, where cars and trucks that passed by would shake the space. But when you were inside, it was a peaceful and powerful sanctuary for all who visited. Since then, over 2,500 events, 17 city and nationwide initiatives, 21 awards, 2 meditation museums have served youths, senior citizens, entrepreneurs, scientists, authors, women, interfaith, the disabled, environment, small businesses, arts seekers, and even leaders. Millions of lives have been served, either through social media, the popular America Meditating radio show, or through exhibitions, lectures, partnerships, and programs held in the meditation museums and centers. We look at 20 years of service as a continued journey of love, courage, wisdom, and determination with friends from diverse backgrounds and thought, who believe a better world is possible when we make ourselves better human beings. Meditation is an important tool that helps us to gain greater clarity, insights, and inner power so we can make healthy choices and amplify our capacity to live a full life. In times of great anxiety, insecurity, and fear, meditation is an essential practice for everyone to gain stability and inner strength. Just look at what a few dedicated, purposeful, and kind group of committed people have been able to achieve in 20 years. Thanks to everyone who have supported us along the way. And thanks in advance to those who believe in our work and power of intent. Brahma Kumaris Meditation Museums, where peace is inside. Om Shanti. As I sit here in quiet reflection, I'm reminded how my thoughts create my reality. I've accepted that I am what I am because of what I think. So what if for this moment I choose to let go of my various attachments to physical forms that have limited my potential and my capacity? What if I chose to be free from limitations of thinking? So just for a little while, I invite you to take a deep breath. Inhale and exhale. And imagine for a moment, what if I no longer had an attachment to my name? How would that feel? What if I let go of the awareness of the gender? What if I let go of the roles that I play, the titles that I own? What if I decided to release thinking of myself as a religion, a language, a nationality? What if I choose to just let go of the name, gender, role, title, religion, language, nationality, and let go of the awareness of the body? How would I feel? who would think of me in this awareness? And who would I think of? I would think of God. And God's remembrance would fall on me. And I, the living soul, would be completely free. Let me just sit in this moment for a little longer. And just be free. Now gently bring back the awareness of your gender, language, nationality, title, role, name, religion, whatever. Bring it back to your awareness and see if you can bring the experience of freedom and peace as you go out into the world and play your various parts. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Om Shanti.
Washington, D.C. I ask, what can my country do for me? Greed, war, poverty. Somebody tell me, how can this be? This goes out to the people of the nation. Go on and get yourself the voter registration. It's time for some new legislation. I vote, I know I can change things with a tip of my finger. I vote 'cause I know I can change things with a tip of my finger.
What's the use? Show me some proof. What's the be of me and minds if I get in this booth? Good question for the ever-rising youth. Show me a politician who's been telling me the truth. So if you got the feeling, rise up and give it. Knowledge is power to the people. No limits, take no givens. Expose lies hidden. Turn off your television and make it a good decision. Go.
When the world spins out of control, I think it's time to step up to the pole. Ain't only one way to make a choice. Stand up and you, my voice. Gonna call the Congress all the time, tell them what's on my mind. In the Senate and the House, I want a leader, not a
feeling something could change. But if I do nothing, the things remain same. So I stimulate the brain on what they got to say. And read between the lines to figure the best way. Choose your side if you're gonna ride. Make your claim, take nothing short of the truth. State your name for the record so they know you came. Remind them who you are, strong. You possess no shame.
I vote 'cause I know I can change things with the tip of my finger. I vote 'cause I know I can change things with the tip of my finger. From the tip of my finger, tip of my vote, I know I can change things with the tip of my finger.
Om Shanti. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to your next normal, your evening moment, your evening vote, your evening time to come together as a community. We don't feel like it's virtual anymore. We actually feel that we can actually feel and see each other. It's become really so tangible, our time together. Anyway, I'm your host, Sister Jenna, if you're tuning in for the first time. We've been doing this now for just about 7 months every night, for the exception of when we started the next normal, which was an offshoot to our spiritual vaccine hour that started on March 16th. We started the next normal, which was actually moving us towards another dimension of conversation or vibes or feeling, because things are always changing. And when things are changing, it's a sign that we, the soul, are changing. So as a result of our meditation museums, still their doors are closed. As I've been hearing, the spike of the virus is also increasing in Virginia, which is where we're located. So we're still not able to reopen our doors yet. So as a result, we give thanks to the inventor of a camera, the inventor of the satellite, Wi-Fi, internet, computers, all those individuals that came up with the great idea to connect people via dots, ethers, the waves of the universe. It fascinates me, that somebody was just twiddling their fingers at home and just thinking about some way to connect humanity through some sort of a waves, like you could just come up with a program on waves, and then somebody all across another part of the world could actually pick up what I'm saying today in a second. Imagine there's somebody in the Netherlands, hi Lucinda, who's watching. There's someone in Thailand who's watching. There's someone in Peru who's watching. There's someone in India that's watching. There are folks in London that's watching us exactly at this time. Even though in the UK it is early in the morning or late at night, even though in the Netherlands it's late at night, even though in Thailand it's about the same time but it's in the morning, it's fascinating. But I think it's a beautiful mind that has the ability to think ahead. A beautiful mind isn't stuck on the present or the past. A beautiful mind keeps thinking about the future and what awaits us. Think about the person that invented the airplane, the person that invented electricity. Imagine all the people who were candle makers got out of a business when electricity came about. And electricity seemed to have been much more safe than candles, because of candles and lanterns, back in those days, many homes were burnt down. But because of electricity, less homes were burnt. Did you know that? Amazing. So the same thing is similar to the way that my mind functions. If my mind keeps looking at negative things, thinking about negative things, thinking about the worst possible scenario, if my mind is attracted to drama,
We have a little puppy here, Happy. When you tell her, who that? She just becomes a drama puppy. Wait, where is it? Where is it? She just immediately, she's just like her grandmother. Drama queens. You know, you just give them a little bit of excitement and they're like this. For me, it's like, just wait, I'll be there when it's time. Like if you're trying to sell me drama, I'm like, okay, when are you going to finish with the story? All right, let's get to the point. What is it that you really need? You know? But for some folks, you give them a little excitement. Oh my God, leave on the tube. This is it. I think a beautiful mind finds excitement and entertainment in creativity. A beautiful mind finds excitement and entertainment in testing its capacity to see what more lives in me. One of the things that I've noticed in some folks is that they are so inspired by observing what their potential is. They're not competing with anyone, and they really can't compete with anyone. Really what their focus is what's in me. You know, what am I made of? What are these karmas that are sitting inside of me, trying to reveal, trying to show, trying to express, trying to be? And we're at this particular next normal, and I've said it once and I'll say it 100 times. I know I've said it over and over again. The next normal will require people with very, very strong minds. And a strong mind will be a very, very beautiful mind. So let's take a look at what's the beautiful mind versus a mind that isn't so beautiful. You ready? No matter what's happening around you, you can always make good of it, no matter what it is. I've spoken to so many friends today. By the way, if you're not in the United States of America, you're aware, maybe if you're watching the news, today is a big day for the USA. Over 100 million Americans, and there are 153 million registered Americans for voting. And 100 million plus have already put their ballots in for vote. Look at the times that we're in. That individuals are realizing if I don't show up, then people are going to try to rule my life, and it might not necessarily be the way that I want it to be ruled. There are some people that want to be in a particular genre of energy, and there are some people that want to be in another genre of energy. How do you find both individuals, or how do you put both in the same country and fulfill their needs? That's the 21st century global opportunity, really. And I think it's when people have beautiful minds that they're able to work together. I live with 3 souls in the house, and each of those souls are absolutely different than I am. And for some reason, we get along. Yes, once in a while, we will have a little bit of a difference of opinion, but we have not stopped getting along because we've lost respect for each other. And if you've lost your own self-respect, it's going to be it's a given. You're going to lose respect for the other person. If you don't have your self-respect, it is natural for you to not respect the other person in your home. It's the law. It's okay if you have disagreements, but when you start to lose the value of the person, it's a sign of you also losing your value. Now, how do you lose your value? Is when you start to think about the negative quality of the person. And when you keep seeing and replaying the negative experience you've had with that person, it taps away not only at your own self-worth and self-respect, but it also begins to signal to you that you also are lacking your own self-worth and self-respect. Today I said something to someone that, if I see you like this, I don't feel like I'm going to be able to respect you more. And after I made the comment, I was looking at myself and I went, why did I say that? It's like, again, when you say and see things like that, what I was actually communicating is, it makes my life easier when your act is together. Do you see again how much we give our power over to people? So basically, I didn't communicate it in words, but the fact that I said, if I see you like this, it makes me maybe not be able to value you. Why would I say that? A beautiful mind will go beyond your stuff and your garbage and will keep valuing the person. Because once you have a beautiful mind, nothing can affect it. Did I just make sense? Nothing can affect your beautiful mind if it's there. But if you think something outside of you is affecting your beautiful mind, then who did that? You did, not the thing outside. If we are to watch the political climate here in the United States, at least I don't, thank the destiny and the drama 4 years ago, I went through my stuff in a sense that I felt a very, very deep karma of a previous birth had really awoken in me, that I felt a huge disappointment of humanity. And for about 7 or 8 months, everyone, I don't care how many folks I spoke to, from the greatest yogis to friends next door to people who are deemed awake or not awake, it didn't matter. But it was one morning at 4 o'clock, I'm sitting in Baba's meditation room, and I'm saying to Baba, I know these feelings I'm having are not right. I don't know what it is that it's touching in me. How do I let go of this? This is enough. It's been months. And when Baba showed me in a previous incarnation that I was a soul who stood up and fought for the rights of people, and that perhaps those same people also betrayed you, it was a deep wound that the soul left with as a memory. So when I witnessed and experienced what I went through 4 years ago, when I finally realized why my emotions were the way they were, I was able to let it go. And one of the most important things about spiritual knowledge is that the more you acquire spiritual knowledge within the soul, within the brain, the mind, the being, the intellect, once your sanskars get it, you're going to be able to make a decision. You will decide for yourself, do I want to keep this reality in my belief system? Do I want to accept this is who I am? Why is it that when a soul re-enters the womb of the mother, it forgets its past? So if I'm alive, why can't I choose, knowing that I have a healthy mind, I have a powerful intellect, and I know that whatever choice I make, I can stop thinking in a particular way that I've always thought. So for the last few months, I have been experimenting, transforming my thinking pattern. And can I tell you, it's like a new person is being birthed through me. I can't describe who she is. I don't really know her fully. I'm getting accustomed to her. But there's a lot of different things that I am feeling and seeing and even becoming in a very quiet way. And I have to tell you, it's been quite interesting. I'm still alive. I'm still in the same body. I still have the same name. But I've been really journaling and writing a new narrative for this soul in this body. And what I had realized the last few months is sometimes when you really go inwards and really honestly look at yourself, you can recognize a lot of things that you're still holding back within you. There's something that might not be completely secure, something that's still not clear for you, something that is still of your past that you're afraid of revealing. And I would look at like entertainers or people who, like, you look at a king, or you look at a Mandela, or you look at a Mother Teresa, or you look at a Daddy Janki, you look at a Daddy Prakash Mani, you look at souls. Even I was thinking about even like with Sister Gita, when she had her memory and she was acting a little bit more balanced, I would say. I remembered I would look at these souls, everyone, and they would just not hold themselves back. It was like, it fascinates me when I look at anything on television, like a show or a document or something about anyone, and I see them completely released. And I would tell Santosh, how do they do that? How do they just let themselves completely go? And I don't know if Diamond is on, but Diamond is one of our students, and we love us some Diamond. Diamond Tomei, she's a realtor. And Diamond used to come to the Meditation Museum just about every week or two. And whenever Diamond would come, she would look different. She was also a hairdresser as one of her hobbies and a real estate broker. And she would come with a different hairstyle. She would come with a different makeup. Her nails would be different. She would have a different dress and clothing. And I would always look at Diamond and go, how does she do that? That is so powerful. to be able to just release yourself, release it, and allow yourself to just be someone new, someone different. So I think like a beautiful mind has the capacity to practice and to be fearless in being free. A beautiful mind doesn't think about the opinions of others. Well, I'm glad about that. To some extent, I have that, but to another extent, I'm balanced. Like, I'm still very conservative, believe it or not. But if you were to compare me with all the other Brahma Kumaris and Kumaris, they would say, I don't know what she's up to or what she's doing. You know, in that sense, I don't have that copy mentality. I tend to take my consciousness to Baba and say, Baba, show me who you need me to be. And once my heart is clean and pure and my intentions are getting purer day by day, then Baba will reveal that. And I know that there's still, you know, little things that are hanging on in the personality. But again, you know, there's still a sense of holding back is the point. I think a beautiful mind has a great deal of trust. A beautiful mind has this incredible amount of self-trust recorded in it that it never carries this energy of fear. It just trusts. It just is. It just accepts. A beautiful mind will make the impossible possible. A beautiful mind will transform fear into love. A beautiful mind has the capacity to forgive easily. A beautiful mind will transform the dark into light. A beautiful mind will continue to walk into any unknown territory or area with the openness and curiosity of wishing to learn more. A beautiful mind believes in opening up the experiences of love and peace and purity more and more. A beautiful mind wants to be free. A beautiful mind is free. And when a beautiful mind is free, it sees into the future. It doesn't see into the past. A beautiful mind will always be progressive, innovative, creative, open-minded. A beautiful mind comes with pure feelings, good wishes. A beautiful mind sees the soul of another and not the limits of another. So, how is your mind? How is your mind doing today? Do you have a beautiful mind? Are you working on it? Did you experience at least 2 minutes of having a beautiful mind today? Santosh gave me a beautiful animated video to look at today for our show. It was about a little puppy on a boat with his master, and they were going fishing. They weren't doing so well fishing, but at some point in time, this crane came by and was trying to take its bait. I'm telling you the video, but when you see it, it'll be much more impactful. But something happened at the end of the video, which I thought was so powerful because it symbolized what a beautiful mind looks like. Enjoy this video. I'll see you back shortly. So how did that make you feel? You see what a beautiful mind can co-create? Did you see that, everyone? I mean, in the United States, Democrats and Republicans can actually work together like this, even though they're different and they might have different wants, not needs, but different wants. Imagine what the United States could be. I have to tell you that when I looked at that, I saw Americans being able to cooperate with each other's differences and finding value in each other and helping each other. You and I can see that if we're not somehow supporting each other and being pretty cruel, nobody wins. Historically, nobody has ever won by putting down another, historically. And it should be a lesson to us that each time we try to push back on anyone or push down on anyone or anything, it's okay. You get a temporary glory, that's fine. But there's a reason why some of us are born with certain karmas. It's because of choices that we've made in the past. One of the things that I feel that we really want to practice now is to find ways to see how we can cooperate and work together so that we can create a future that has like a golden aged energy. So when you think about a golden age, you think about every citizen on the planet Earth will have a beautiful mind. Now let's take a minute. Give that some thought. The golden age, which is the age after this, and I know it might be hard for you to fathom in terms of visualizing it, but it will happen. I can bet my many lives on this. There will be a particular age in our society, in our cycle of time, that nobody will have any algae recorded in them to give anyone sorrow. If you're tuning in for the first time, algae is an acronym that I use quite regularly. It represents A for anger, L for lust, G for greed, A for attachment, E for ego. The only reason why there is so much fear and anger and division is because of algae. It's not because of a political party. It's not because of a particular person in any position of power. It's because of the algae recorded in those people. And once you can get the algae out of the consciousness, which is what the next normal wants to do, the next normal wishes to educate individual to recognize that we can get more with and for each other if we support each other. If we apply a beautiful mind in everything that we do, everybody benefits. Nobody will be a loser. I look at our culture in the BKs, which is the Brahma Kumaris, that if everybody puts their finger in to cooperate, everybody shows up with even a little thing. This morning I was telling Sister Gita, which is my mother and also was a teacher for over 35 years. And as you know now, she's aging, and so we're taking care of her. And we do not want to put her in an assisted living home. So we do have to make major adjustments in how we navigate around her personality and what she's becoming. But I've actually had conversations with her. Look, just in the day, just a little bit, just do a little, just wash up the dishes, put the love and the vibrations in the house that you always knew how to do, just a little bit. And just her little cooperation of knowing that her duty is to wash the dishes and make the kitchen look beautiful and pretty is helping. And if she doesn't, like one day I went in and I saw it, I went, oh, okay, she must have forgotten. Then I have to pick it up. But keep in mind, if I've 20 things on my plate to do, and one person doesn't do what they're supposed to do, and my principle is cleanliness, is order, is for things to really flow and work well, then it brings on more for me to manage. So what happens when you and I don't apply our beautiful mind in the choices that we make, in the way we relate in our relationships, in the way we look at things in life, then somebody else has to pick up that burden. Because I'm not showing up with fulfilling my responsibility. And it carries a kind of a subtle karma, because the soul knows. Have you ever forgotten something? And it's like it's out of sight, out of mind. A month later, you don't even remember it. But then 2 months later, you go, oh my gosh, I didn't finish this. I should have done that. It's a recording. It's an automatic, innate recording that there are things that are destined for you, the soul, to do. And when you don't fulfill it, it will feel like a burden. It will feel like an obstruction in your thinking. It will distract you from being present. And when that starts to happen to you, those are big, big signals that are telling you you're not taking care of yourself. You're not serving your mind with the right thoughts and feelings. And as a result, you are losing out. A beautiful mind will not lose. A beautiful mind will attain, will create, and will always see. A beautiful mind will look into the mirror and see the best of themselves, even when they know maybe they're not fully there. It's taken me a long time, something I also liked from our brother Louis Gossett. And there was something Lou told me in a conversation we had over the phone. And Lou said, I can finally like what I see in the mirror. Do you know how big that is? Do you know how huge that is? When you can finally look into the mirror and say, I like you. I have to tell you, I don't think I'm there yet. And I really am still working on it. I know I have love for the self. I know I have love for God, but like is different. Like is a different kind of a ingredient in your consciousness. Like has got that affection, it has that sweetness, it has that innocence, it has that purity in it. And I'm still working on getting to that level. You see? Now, even when I look at myself, and I've done so much, Baba has done so much good through me as his instrument, and I am so humbled by that. There isn't a day that hasn't passed in our lives here, for all of us in the team, that we haven't been of service to one person outside of the unit of our family. And we ask you too to keep believing that your lives is for service. That if you're not serving, you're becoming self-serving, which means what's in it for me. And as a result, you can see what it can do to an entire country. That if you sense somebody has motives that are just about them, you don't create trust. So right now what I'd like to do is for us to sprinkle the vibrations of trust and compassion over the United States. It's so lacking right now. So let's take a deep breath, and I ask all of you to just take a moment with me as we show you again more aerial views of America. And I want us to just say, let me sprinkle the vibrations that may each citizen of this land develop self-trust. What is self-trust? Do not break the natural law of your inner peace over and over again. Trust is built when you honor the integrity and the dignity of the human spirit. So at this moment, for the over 330 million citizens of this land, we send you our vibrations of trust, of peace, of love, compassion, creating a very comfortable feeling of freedom in our minds. How beautiful is it to actually know that there is a land, a place that is opened to receiving all kinds of souls from all around the world. Whether you're visiting or you decide to take up residence here, the time is now for us to cultivate our self-trust and love and compassion. And the only reason why we forget to be compassionate is because of attachment. So let us sprinkle loving vibrations throughout America and instill trust in its leadership. Instill trust in the land. Let there be self-trust in its people. So that the energy of trust will radiate a beautiful mind wherever you go. When there's self-trust, anywhere you go, you will feel free. When you trust, you will be liberated. And there'll be a strength about you. Let us continue to send our peace to the land. So we have a pretty clear idea of what a beautiful mind can co-create on the planet Earth, right? Wherever we might be, in America, across the globe, Africa, China, India, Europe, the Caribbean, self-trust can stimulate a lot of good. And when we have the vibration of self-trust, we can attract a lot of good in our lives as well. So really, really important. Okay, so let's say hello to our friends out there. Let's see who's on, and I can do a nice hello. And I have a gift of showing you Sister Geeta's dance routine of her Diwali dance. Bryn, Om Shanti, nice to have you. So, Archana, you're asking for the volume to be increased. I'm so sorry about that. Kailash, welcome. Akshay, what are you up to today, Akshay? Where's mom? Your wonderful mother, Durga. The mind is a horse. When against you, it can overrule you. When in your control, it can provide miracles. Befriend your mind and you can love anyone. There goes. You know what, Akshay? We have missed your wisdom. If you all don't know who Akshay is our 13-year-old little genius whose mom, Durga, has raised a champion. Miriam, welcome. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for another amazing evening to make our minds beautiful. Beautiful to have you. Christina Kirkbright, Om Shanti, welcome to the tribe. Glad that you could make it. Archana, hope the volume's fine now. Nikki Dicky, Om Shanti. Divyani, welcome. Love your dance moves for the Diwali dance. Denise Olivieri, Indu, Asmita, Samantha, Etta's birthday today. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Etta. Happy birthday to you, Etta. So lovely that you're celebrating so many years of being in service too. You're awesome. All right, Ranju, Tom from the UK, thank you for joining in. Ananya, Om Shanti. Lefier, nice to have you from Quebec. Bonjour. Jenny Mendoza from the Philippines, warm welcome. Beautiful to have you. Grace Darlin, Yesvi, nice to have you. Wendy Cummins, Minakshi, Dheeraj, all of you, Lakshmi, wonderful. Susanna, Om Shanti, and Denise, beautiful to be with the family. Nagashi, nice to have you. Durga, I'm glad you're there, wonderful. Varsha, good to have you. So lots of love to America and glad that everybody's sending their good wishes. Ilona, nice to have you on board. Ilona from Custle Duff in Idaho. Please forgive me if I've mispronounced where you are. Custle Duff, oh gosh, I know it's somewhere out there. But warm greetings, Ilona. Glad to have you join us on our next normal. And Enid from Hollywood. Betty Brown, my buddy, way back in the past. Good old days, huh? Anyway, hopefully we'll be able to see each other again really soon. So lots of love to each and everyone out there. We're in beautiful times to create a beautiful narrative. If our beautiful minds are willing to not look at the dirt, again, it's really our choice to make that we don't see that. So I want to show you a video about how to see yourself. And right after that, I'll be back to introduce to you. Well, right after that, should we just show Sister Gita's video? Okay, I'll come back and then we'll show it. All right. So this is how I want everybody to see themselves tonight. Look in the mirror tonight and get to a particular point, because I'm also working on this myself. Like what you see in the mirror. Enjoy this.
I like being you, said the reflection in the mirror. To me, you are perfectly perfect. I blushed. Me? Yes, you. And by the way, you have wonderful eyes. I blinked, astonished. I do? Absolutely. They sparkle like stars on the darkest of nights. I gazed downward. Thank you. Your eyes sparkle too. Sweet of you to say. You have a marvelous voice. I gently whispered, You really think so? Of course. You sound as joyous as a songbird, whistling in the trees. And you have a magnificent smile. I sheepishly grinned. Well, Mama always says, start every day with a smile. I agree. Your smile is as bright and cheerful as the sun in the sky. And you are quite smart. I took a step towards the mirror. I do try very hard. You sure do. You're as brilliant as a rocket scientist. I like that you are friendly. I leaned in closer. It's very important to be nice, you know. It sure is. You're as peaceful as a butterfly. And you have a lot of courage. I raised my head high. I auditioned for the school play today. Outstanding. You're as brave as a lion. You're a fantastic dancer. I spread my arms wide. Watch how fast I can twirl. Around and around I went. Amazing. You're as graceful as a dolphin gliding through the sea. I plopped on the ground, giggling as the room playfully spun around. And you have a terrific laugh. Thank you very much. Your chuckle fills the air with bubbly joy. But most of all, I like your heart. Your kindness is as beautiful as a rainbow. I stood up and walked towards the mirror. To me, you are perfectly perfect. I gently pressed my hands against the glass. I like being you. We smiled in unison. I like being you too. I want to be you forever.
Beautiful, right? Wasn't that amazing? Actually, I see Sister Gita so many times in the bathroom. She's just looking in the mirror, and she'll come out with her hair sticking out here. Something is hanging down her mouth, and she just comes out of the bathroom, everyone like, oh, hi. And then we're like, you know, from my perspective, she looks so disheveled, but she comes out of the bathroom and she's like, oh, I'm just here. And I'm like, oh my gosh, she just loves herself so much. And I was saying to Baba, I want to love myself like that. I really want to love myself the way I see this soul. And I watch her, guys, like I'll pass her. And she's just in the mirror and she's doing this and her hair is still a mess and things are still hanging and she's fine. Because honestly, I think she's here, you know, she's just seeing here anyway. So I hope you all like that video. Was that sweet? So now everybody knows what a beautiful mind is like. And many of you know that we are in production of a new short film called the Diwali Dance. Diwali is an Indian festival. It's coming up on November the 14th. So myself and our youth leader Aditi, we have comprised of a Diwali dance that folks have been practicing. Divyani, Abby, for those of you who have been practicing, Indu, Shobha, so many of you have been showing up. Durga, you were the best, of course. But again, everyone's been showing up, rehearsing this every night with Aditi, because we want to have a synchronized Diwali dance for the production. Plus we'll have different things. And we have Bollywood actress Gracie Singh, who has also okayed, she just texted me actually, that she will also be presenting a dance and a message for us in the production. So, you know, it's been really a nice experience. So on Sunday, we decided to practice a little bit. As you know, my timings are very tight. So Santosh will see me in the house going, da, 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 and he just looks at me, he goes, "You're really getting it, sis?" And I said, yeah, because if I have a moment and I'm free, I try to, and I try to practice it, right? So this Sunday, Durga was over the house. She's our superstar. And I knew that she knew most of the steps than any of us in the room. So we decided to do a little bit of a practice. So now, if you look at this particular clip that we're about to show you, there are so many scenes in that clip. One, Sister Gita is doing a Jamaican version of Diwali. I think you all are going to love that. Then you have Santosh just trying to figure out what he's going to videotape, as I think he's sitting next to that. Remember, he had to take this big television out in the living room to put it there so that we can practice, because we really don't do that. So then we had Sister Navata at the other side. She started to capture some of the video stuff that we were doing. We had Hina, who had never practiced the dance. We had Rashmi, I'm not sure if she did or not. Then we had me trying to figure out how I'm actually going to do this and let myself go. All right, so what you're about to see is something that you would see in a comic book or maybe in a comedy skit. And basically, you're being asked, well, tell us, what do you see in this video? So enjoy this little snippet here, and I'd be very curious to hear what you picked up from it. Enjoy this.
Holy Baji. Look at this little girl. Holy Baji. This is the Jamaican version of the Diwali dance. Holy Baji. Holy Baji.
So welcome to what it's like on the Ponderosa on the weekend. I mean, we just got a dance with some kids in Africa and everything was just so synchronized. And I look at that dance and I was like, I don't know if we're ever going to be able to make it. But anyway, I'd be curious to hear what you all thought. I mean, there were so many scenes to that. There was Happy doing her own thing, the little puppy. There was Santosh, I could see him just cracking up. There's Sister Geeta doing the limbo Diwali version of the Diwali dance. There's Rashmi twirling. The only one who was spot on was Durga. She was literally doing it absolutely perfectly. But anyway, we wanted to invite you into a day in the Ponderosa, you know, where stuff just happens. And again, when I got this video, somebody sent it of these kids that rehearse the dance in Africa. I was like, why can't we do it like that? It just looked so easy. Santosh is going to try to download it now and show all of you, just to show you the difference of when it's synchronized and we're in harmony versus when we're not. So now check this part out now.
Hey! 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 Makofi! Wewe tupigie makofi nyinyi wewe.
It's just incredible. Now look at that compared to what we were doing. But again, I know these are kids and they just let it out. But did you see how beautifully they all danced, everyone? Aditi, you must be so proud and Howard with your choreography that has reached all the way in Africa at a school that teaches core values. So again, there's so much more that's stimulating in the Diwali dance productions. So of course, we're still inviting everyone to get on board, come up with your dance routine. Please don't take it lightly. I think this is going to be a really special gift for everyone out there. So thanks to everyone for joining us today. We opened it up with lots of pure feelings and blessings, of course, to the United States. And we're going to close it with that too. It's kind of a celebration that it's time for us to really love one another and to create this energy of goodness. We can benefit so much more if we use our beautiful minds to work together and make this a much more beautiful world. We have it in us. We have the capacity to do it. Let me see what some of your comments are before we close off. Louise, you love that everyone was happy and in their flow, right? Nikki, you loved Sister Gita's dance moves, Nikki. You saw that Jamaican, you can't hide it from her, right? Yes, Ananya, Sister Gita was the one enjoying the most. Of course, she always does. Great energy, such rhythm. Yes, really incredible. Everyone is having fun. It's been really a beautiful time. It's wonderful. Looks great, like Abby. Abby, kudos to you. I've been watching your dance moves. They're doing great. I know that we're also getting ready to record the Western version, but please, everyone, just really get involved, get on board, do just some of the moves. Even Aditya says, look, I won't pressure you to do the whole dance move, but you can still do your which you like to do. So again, we need a lot more love and a lot more joy in our lives, because if we keep listening to all the stuff in the world, it'll just feel so dark. And we don't want that. We don't want that at all. All right, so thanks to everyone for participating and joining us. John B., thanks for being with us today. And Bill, always lovely to have you. So we're going to end today with Teda Prince and John Legend. As you all know, you'll see a little cameo appearance by yours truly, Sister Jenna. Had the fortune of being with Piper Dallums and everyone there. We had beautiful, beautiful conversations in the green room and backstage as everybody was filming this particular song to emanate and emote more love in our lives. So here's Love One Another. Enjoy it. Have a wonderful night. Stay true and keep your minds beautiful. Thanks again for joining in. And if you like the show today, feel free to share it with your friends and family as well. Take care. Have a lovely night. Om Shanti.
George Floyd repeatedly told the officers that he could not breathe.
On February 23rd, my son, Ahmaud Arbery, went out for a job.
Newly released video shows the aftermath of the police killing of Breonna Taylor in Louisville.
But the Floyd name still lives on.
Hey, Tavon, it's your mom. I was just calling to check up on you, making sure you're doing okay. I also wanted to remind you, you can only love your neighbor as much as you love yourself. So make sure you're taking care of yourself. Make sure you're protecting your mind. All right, love you. Bye.
For my brother, for my sister, for my cousins and my lovers, all God's children. This is for these streets. This is for the weak. If you're feeling down, come on now, come and listen.
We need to love one another, need to hug one another. We sell drugs to each other. A brother will say he love you, but he'll still kill you. That right there, dog, will be the end of us, but this will be the hell of us. I got the blueprint, how I'm gonna save us. I have the blueprint, how I'm gonna make it. And everybody back home, I ain't forget about you. Don't focus on the current, it will drown you out. And if you lost in the hood, you can't get out. And it's the world savior, watch me walk it out. Story of my life that I'm about to talk about. How we go from being kings to fiends and now to dreams. Just to be a trap star. And many times go down that road and they didn't get far. And if you tired of the stressing, let this be a lesson. Love is the answer to the question.
My brother, for my sister, for my cousins and my lovers, all God's children. This is for these streets. This is for the weak. If you're feeling down, come on now, come and listen.
Dear America, what to destroy heritage? You took our history, changed it, and then you buried dead. And I'm just curious, why won't we be like Paris skin? It's the same way Sammy Sosa wanna bleach his skin. Like they painted Jesus Christ as a white man. Around and around we go, where the love at? And when you look in the mirror, do you love that? Self-hatred, displaced moving on cause the hate don't stop. You gotta help yourself to get the love back. You gotta help yourself to get the love back. You gotta help yourself to get the love back. Now where the love at? Now where the love at?
For my brother, for my sister, for my cousins and my lovers, all God's children. This is for these streets. This is for the weak. If you're feeling down, come on down, come and listen. Hey, love one another, love one another. Oh yeah, come on. Hey, my sisters and my brothers, love one another. Oh yeah, come on. Hey, my sisters and my brothers, love one another. Oh yeah.
For this day, Spirit, thank you for this day, this healing, this healing, this healing day, this healing, this healing, this healing day. Thank you for this day, Spirit, thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit, thank you for this day, this healing, this healing, this healing day, this healing, this healing, this healing day. Thank you for my friends, Spirit, thank you for my friends. Thank you for my friends, Spirit, thank you for my friends. My wonderful, my wonderful, my wonderful friends. My wonderful, my wonderful, my wonderful friends. Thank you for my friends, Spirit, thank you for my friends. Thank you for my friends, Spirit, thank you for my friends. My wonderful, my wonderful, my wonderful friends. My wonderful, my wonderful, my wonderful friends. Thank you for my health, Spirit, thank you for my health. Thank you for my health, Spirit, thank you for my health. My radiant, my radiant, my radiant health. My radiant, my radiant, my radiant health. Thank you for my life, Spirit, thank you for my life.